Dr. Kemi Health, it's Sunday, February 23rd, 2025. Let's talk about Zobo and men. Yesterday, we talked about Zobo and women and girls and children. Now it's the men. In the women anatomy, God created progesterone and estrogen as the hormones that we use as women. The men use testosterone, and testosterone has some effects with Zobo. I have consistently told you in the last 3 days that Zobo is not a juice, it is not a beverage. Okay, it's a herbal drink. It has a lot of good uses, and there are a lot of bad side effects if you don't know, because Nigerians have been drinking this thing as some kind of beverage. It's not. All right. Men have a hormone called testosterone. Testosterone does a lot. It's responsible for boys changing their voices to men's voices, sexual urges, a lot of, weight gain, muscle. Testosterone is the male hormone. But did you know that drinking a lot of, please don't ask me for any $1 million research stuff, okay? We've done a lot of tests, we've done a lot of observations, okay? And I'm one of the very big fans and contributors to JAMA. If you don't know what JAMA is, JAMA, the Journal of the American Medical Association. So if I'm telling you something that was done in 2005 or 2008, or, go online and you can go to JAMA archives and you can look for the link. Don't ask me for any links, okay? I've been in pharmacy 36 years and I'm giving you concrete stuff. Zobo actually has some kind of reaction with men and testosterone. What it does is it inhibits the sexual urge. If you have a man in your life, now, I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have a husband, I've never been married. I have sex toys. Everyone knows that. So I promoted those in Nigeria about 2012. But if you have a man in your life, seriously, that man shouldn't be drinking Zobo. Zobolo, Zobo, name it. Okay? Spread this across Africa. I'm telling you, because what does Zobo do? With testosterone on board, it actually diminishes your urge to have sex. So, women, if you're going into the bed with your man and your man doesn't have the appetite or the sexual urge, check on that Zobo if they've been drinking it a lot, because that's exactly what it does. Don't overdrink Zobo. It's not a beverage. You can have 1 or 2 bottles a week. Be very careful. And men today, a lot of you are using drugs, you're smoking weed, you're doing a lot. So you're just messing up your whole entire anatomy. And anatomy means, the word anatomy means your entire system. Okay, so now I got to tell you a real story. When I was in Port Harcourt prison, as you know, I was a persecuted journalist arrested 3 times in Nigeria. And Port Harcourt prison was a newsroom for me. I did a lot of stories. I did a lot of gathering of information. I will write something later about I've really never written a prison book. But some of the stuff you'll see in my prison book has to do with Zobo. You wouldn't know these things because you've never been in the prison. In the prison in the morning, all the hawkers show up at the gate and they have to check all their stuff to make sure they didn't bring in drugs or contrabands. Okay, you know what I mean by hawkers. You'll see a woman carrying rice, stew, plantain, all that. You'll see another one carrying puff puff, fish pie guy, fish pie woman. You'll see all kinds of hawkers. The Zobo hawkers, okay, they come in the tons in the prison. And I noticed some of the guards. I was a favorite in prison, you know that. So I was friends with many of the guards. I get to sit in their office, chill, and all. Many of the guards would go there and buy like almost the whole entire Zobo and give it to the inmates. The reason they were doing this is not just out of gesture. Oh, yeah, I like this inmate. Let me feel sorry for them. No, they were doing it because it reduced their sexual urge. We don't want male inmates having sex in the prison with other male inmates, okay? Male inmates can't have sex with female inmates. We're in 2 different areas, but the whole homosexual thing, they didn't want that. So they'll give the inmates a whole lot of Zobo, okay, to drink, and that will decrease their sexual urge. I'm just telling you now. In the real world where no one's in prison, you gotta be careful if you have a relationship going on and your man don't have an appetite. Men, focus. Your wife or your girlfriend will go out to get that appetite. So leave that Zobo alone. Okay, limit it. Okay, you have water, you have juice, you have all kinds of drinks you can have. Okay, no alcohol, no weed. Okay, drink water, Drink juices, make your juices, juice your juices. Okay, eat a lot of fruits and leave that Zobo to like once or twice a week. Okay, or choose another herbal drink if you have to. But the effects of Zobo and testosterone is quite alarming.